If you're looking for an awesome product at a great price, be sure to check out the link in the description. A Tory peer's involvement in a lucrative COVID-19 PPE contract has raised serious questions about the controversial VIP lane system implemented by the Boris Johnson government. The £24 million deal awarded to SG Recruitment, a small healthcare agency, highlights the concerns surrounding preferential treatment for politically connected companies during the pandemic's desperate scramble for personal protective equipment. At the heart of this controversy is Lord Chadlington, a former PR executive and Tory peer with established ties to high-ranking Conservative politicians, including former Prime Minister David Cameron. His close relationships facilitated the introduction of SG Recruitment, a company majority-owned and run by serial entrepreneur David Sumner, to key government figures involved in PPE procurement. A series of early morning text messages and emails reveal the swift and direct access Chadlington leveraged to expedite Sumner's company's entry into the PPE market. These communications, unveiled during the ongoing COVID-19 public inquiry, detail how Chadlington, through his connections with Andrew Feldman, a peer working on PPE procurement, effectively bypassed standard processes, leading to the multi-million-pound contract. The deal, however, proved disastrous. The £24 million worth of coveralls supplied under the initial contract were deemed entirely unusable by the Department of Health and Social Care, DHSC, prompting a claim for the full amount. Adding to the scandal, SG Recruitment, which subsequently received another £26 million contract for hand sanitizer, went into liquidation, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. The liquidator's report revealed a disturbing picture: a company depleted of funds, with payments directed to connected businesses and unidentified third parties, some potentially overseas. The company's main bank account was closed, and the ultimate sum recovered was a mere £5 found in an overseas account. The parent company, Sumner Group Holdings, SGH, of which Chadlington was a director and later chair, also entered liquidation. Chadlington's lawyers maintain he was unaware of SGH's significant financial difficulties, including mounting debts exceeding $30 million, at the time he facilitated the introduction to the government. However, evidence suggests otherwise. Documents show that creditors were aggressively pursuing Sumner and SGH for repayment months prior to Chadlington's intervention. Furthermore, internal communications indicated significant financial challenges within the Sumner companies long before the PPE contracts were awarded. Court documents reveal past legal battles involving Sumner's companies and significant unpaid debts. SG Recruitment itself had reported substantial losses in the year preceding the contract awards, raising further questions about the government's due diligence process. Despite these red flags, Chadlington continued to actively promote Sumner and SG Recruitment, even encouraging bids for additional government contracts. His messages convey confidence and optimism regarding the company's prospects, suggesting an awareness of its favored status within the system. His actions have been subject to multiple investigations by the House of Lords Commissioner for Standards, with accusations focusing on potential conflicts of interest and failure to fully disclose relevant information. While initially cleared, further scrutiny has been triggered following the release of additional evidence. The COVID-bereaved Families for Justice, CBFFJ, group, representing relatives of thousands who died during the pandemic, has been sharply critical of the VIP lane and the SG Recruitment contract. Their legal representative highlights the devastating irony of unusable PPE while loved ones perished, underscoring the profound human cost of the system's failures. The group's calls for accountability resonate with broader public concerns surrounding the government's handling of the pandemic and the mismanagement of public funds. The £12 billion spent on PPE in 2020-21, with nearly £9 billion written off due to defects or overpricing, serves as a stark reminder of the scale of the issues surrounding the government's procurement processes during the crisis. Independent analyses have revealed that VIP lane contracts disproportionately contributed to these losses, delivering more expensive and unusable PPE than those awarded through standard channels. The sheer volume of unusable PPE is itself a significant point of contention. The government's defense of the VIP lane, citing the need to prioritize credible offers, has been met with skepticism. The £3.8 billion cost associated with VIP lane contracts, representing almost 30% of the total PPE expenditure, fuels further questions about efficiency and accountability. The incongruity between Chadlington's assertions of unawareness regarding SGH's financial difficulties and the available evidence remains a focal point. Further complicating matters, documents reveal Chadlington's receipt of millions of shares in SGH in the year following the PPE contract awards, raising further concerns about potential personal gain. While his lawyers attribute this to growth shares issued after his appointment as chair, the timing and circumstances surrounding the transaction remain subject to interpretation. Sumner, now believed to be in the Philippines, offered a response, but did not fully address questions regarding the financial irregularities within SG recruitment. The ongoing COVID-19 public inquiry is meticulously examining the details of the VIP lane and its role in awarding contracts, including the SG recruitment case. The inquiry's findings are eagerly awaited, not only for clarifying the circumstances surrounding the failed PPE contracts but also for offering broader insights into government procurement practices and accountability during times of national emergency. The situation involving Lord Chadlington's actions underscores the complex web of relationships and potential conflicts of interest that played a role in the government's response to the pandemic, leaving a significant financial burden and casting a long shadow over its handling of the crisis. The impact of this one contract, the ensuing investigation, and the overall implications for transparency